Start with a little bit of a warm-up. So just standing with the feet a comfortable distance apart. If you want to turn on music in the background, you're more than welcome to. It will be more of a body weight flow today. So a little bit like dancing, because we'll be moving. Standing nice and tall. Let's bring our palms together and your thumbs to your chest. And you can use the thumbs just to gently lift the chest. So we're nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. Imagine a string coming from the crown of your head. And just take a couple breaths here. If you've been holding the breath, taking a deep breath in and allowing those ribs to expand. And then you can breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Just a couple breaths here. If you want, you can close your eyes or just look down towards the floor. Just starting to smooth out the breath. The breath is up in the chest, moving it into the rib cage or even down into the belly. With each inhale, getting a little taller. And with each exhale, letting the shoulders relax. And then when you're ready on our next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up and just hold them there for a moment. So hold the inhale, big breath in. If you want to shrug the shoulders up, you can. And then as we exhale, we'll bring the hands back together and the thumbs back to the chest. Breathe all the way out. Big breath in. You can imagine like you're scooping up that air. Hold it at the top just for a moment. Hold the breath in. And then breathe out. Hands together, thumbs to the chest. Inhale, big breath. Hold for just a moment. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale, big breath. 3, 2, 1, exhale. And last one. Inhale, big breath. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Good. We can release the hands. We're going to take the right hand to the right shoulder, and we're just going to circle that elbow back. Nice and slow. Try to make your circles as big as you can, moving in your range of motion. So your range of motion isn't into any pain. It should feel good. So keep it slow and smooth out those circles as best you can. And then we're going to take the right hand behind the head. We're going to inhale, look to the right, open the chest. And then exhale, look down to the left, and we're going to turn our left palm forward. We're going to inhale, look up to the right, open the chest. And then exhale, look down to the left. So just moving with your breath. You can move nice and slow and steady, or if it feels better to move at a quicker pace, you can. Just warming up the shoulders, the neck, and the upper back. Let's do 2 more. And then when we come back up, we'll just release that right hand. We can give it a little shake out. And then left hand to left shoulder. We'll start with those big elbow circles. Nice and slow. We want smooth, big circles. Moving in your range of motion this morning. If one side is tighter than the other, that's okay. You don't have to move into the pain. You want it to feel good. So if they're just little circles, that's okay. And then we'll take that left hand behind the head. We'll inhale, look up to the left. And then exhale, look down to the right, and we'll turn that right palm forward. Inhale, look up to the left, open the chest. And exhale, look down to the right. So again, you're starting to find your own rhythm, moving with your breath. Or if you're listening to some music, you can find your own rhythm here. again, we're just moving in our range of motion, so we don't have to move into any pain. We don't have to make any sort of big movements. We're just starting to warm everything up. So make it feel good. Last one. And we'll inhale, come all the way back up. Shake out that arm. Let's do some little shoulder shrugs up and down, just to release those shoulders, neck. And then we'll scoop some air up again. Big breath in. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring those hands together, thumbs to the chest. 2 more of those. Inhale, big breath. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And last one. Inhale, big breath. 3, 2, 1, exhale. And we're going to take those palms, keep them together, point them straight forward. And then we're going to start with the right arm. We're going to open up, inhale, and then just exhale, come back to center. Inhale, open to the left. Left arm reaches back a little bit, and then exhale, come back to center. The right hand, inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bring it back. And left side, inhale, open. And exhale, we're going to add a little bit of a squat so that you're sitting back in a chair. When we exhale, we're going to inhale, come back up and open. And then exhale back to the center and a little sit back in that imaginary chair. Inhale, come back up, open to the left. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, open. Exhale, sit back. So move with your breath again. So if you need to move slower or faster, 1 more to each side. And then we're going to hold it here. So hold down in your squat. We're going to bring the hands to the heart again. And then we're going to take the feet nice and wide. Stay nice and low. Turn the toes out a little bit. Press those knees out. Get nice and low. And then we're going to slowly start to shift into a side lunge. Side to side. Keep imagining like you're sitting back in a chair. So as we bend one knee, we're sitting back into a chair on that side so that the hips are going back. We're going to add the breath in. So we're going to inhale, sit back, exhale, come up. Inhale, sit back, exhale, come up. And again, you just move with your pace, with your breath. If you want to add the arms in, we can inhale, open, exhale, come back in. Inhale, open, exhale, come back in. Inhale, open, exhale, come back in. Find your rhythm, find your breath. Do a few more to each side. Last 2, so 1 more. Make sure you do both sides equally. Come back into that squat, back to center. Press those knees out. And then scooch the feet back in so that they're back to that hips width, or just a little bit wider than the hips. Keep sitting back into that chair. We're going to reach the arms forward like you're holding a box. Draw the lower belly in. And then we'll stand all the way up. Big breath in again, hold. 3, 2, 1, exhale, hands together, thumbs to the chest. 2 more, inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale. Last one, inhale, get nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, exhale. We're going to come back into that chair. So I'm just going to sit to the side. So sitting back in that imaginary chair. If you need to have the feet a little wider, you can. So we're going to reach the hands back now. And you can drop the chest a little bit. You can imagine like you've got ski poles and you're pushing the snow back. And then we're going to come up, big breath in. 3, 2, 1, exhale, sit back, reach back. Inhale all the way up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale, sit back, reach back. All the way out, and then inhale up. 3, 2, one, exhale. If you want to pick up the pace again a little bit, you can. So find your rhythm. Let's do 2 more. And then all the way up, hold 3, 2, 1, hands together, thumbs to the chest. Let's just shake that out for a moment. You can stand towards the front of your yoga mat. If you're using your chair, you can have your chair handy. We'll be bringing the hands down to the floor of the chair, standing nice and tall. Inhale all the way up, hold for 3, 2, 1. And then this time we're going to exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring your hands to your chair or all the way down to the floor. You can let the knees bend a little bit and walk the legs out. Move the hips a little bit. If you're going to forward fold down to the floor, you can even let the arms dangle if you want. And then we'll step back to our downward dog. So walk the feet back. Drop the head. Lengthen the spine. Imagine those sit bones wide and back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, breathe out through the mouth. If you want, you can keep walking out those legs. And we'll look back at our hands and we'll walk our feet back up to our hands. So hands on the chair or the floor. Let's step the left foot back, right foot forward. So our hands are inside the foot. So if you need to scooch that right foot out, we can be down here or up on our chair. And we're going to lift that back heel and we're going to press that back heel. Stretch out that calf muscle. Nice high lunge. Hips are square. And then we're going to bend that back knee and inhale towards the floor. If you're high like I am, just give it a little bend. If you're down at the floor, you can touch the floor as you inhale. And then exhale, come back up. Straighten that leg. So inhale, bend the back knee. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back up. Let's do 2 more. Good. Back to that high lunge. You can take your right hand to your right thigh. We're going to lift nice and tall. Lengthen the spine. Big breath in. And then exhale, turn towards your right knee. And then if you want to, you can reach your right hand up towards the sky. Big breath in, reach the hands away from each other. And then exhale, hand back to the floor or the chair. And then we'll step that left foot in. Come back into a forward fold, walk out the legs. Move the hips a little bit. Feet about hips width apart. We're going to sit back like we're sitting into that chair again. Scoop those hands back. Exhale all the way out. And then inhale all the way up. Scoop that air up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Sit back into that chair. Scoop back. Inhale all the way up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. We're going for 8, so we've got 6 more. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Sit back. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Last 3. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Last 1. All the way up. Hold it here. And then this time, exhale, hinge at the hips again. Hands to the chair or the floor. Forward fold, walk it out. And then we'll walk it all the way back to our downward dog again. If you want, keep walking out the legs. Breathe in through the nose, lengthen the spine. Relax the back of the neck. Exhale out of the mouth. One more breath here. Look at your hands. Walk your feet back up. We'll leave the left foot forward this time and step the right foot back, coming into a high lunge. Scooch that left foot out so the hands are inside the left foot. Hands to the chair or the floor. We'll inhale, bend the back knee, either tapping the floor or just bending it. And then exhale, straighten it out, come back up. Inhale, bend the back knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more. And then left hand to the left thigh. We'll lengthen out first, so lift the chest, get the spine nice and long, big breath in. And then exhale, turning towards that left knee. So we're twisting over the front knee. Hand can stay on that thigh, or we can reach it up to the ceiling. Big breath in, reach the hands away from each other. And then exhale, hand back to the floor or the chair. And we'll step that back foot, that right foot up to the chair. Come back into that forward fold, adjust the feet, walk it out. And then we'll step back to our plank position. So hands on the chair or the floor, step the feet back, shoulders over the wrist. Inhale. If you want to exhale and lower it all the way down to the floor, you can. And then inhale, open the chest, cobra or up dog. And then we'll exhale back to downward facing dog. So hips up and back, sit bones wide. Nice long spine. Big breath in through the nose, get nice and long. Exhale it out through the mouth. One more breath here. Roll it back towards the hands. Walk it all the way back in. Right foot's going to stay forward this time. We'll step the left foot back. This time we'll turn the toes out. Bend the right knee towards the front of the mat or the chair. And then we'll circle that left arm up and around, coming into our warrior two. So those left toes are open so that our hips are open. Arms are wide. And just take a little peek at that right knee. Make sure you can see your right big toe and that the knee's not flopping in. You want those hips and glutes nice and strong, hips open. And then we'll come up, straighten that front leg, scoop the arms up, big breath in, hold for 3, 2, 1, and we'll exhale, bend that right knee, reach the arms wide. Inhale, come up, 3, 2, 1, exhale, back down. Inhale, hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Try to sink a little deeper each time. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, exhale, hold it here this time. Press the hands flat, reach side to side. You're pressing and reaching for opposite walls. Try not to move the hips, work the sides of the waist. Stabilize with the legs. And then we'll reach forward over that front leg. Bend the right elbow, forearm to the thigh or hand to the thigh. And we'll reach the left hand up and then all the way overhead. You can use the hand or the forearm. And open those top ribs. Big breath in. Exhale it all out. I'm going to reach the left hand back up to the ceiling. Straighten that front leg, coming now into triangle pose. The right hand is on the thigh. We're just going to do little pulses. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you want, you can use your chair. And 3, 2, gonna take that left hand, imagine you're reaching for a rope behind you, and you're gonna pull yourself all the way back up. Bend that right knee back to our warrior two. Inhale up, hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale. We're just gonna do 2 more of these. Inhale up, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Last one, inhale, 3, 2, 1, exhale. And then all the way up, and hands together, thumbs to the heart. And then if you need to scooch the feet in, or take one big giant step back to the chair or the front of the mat. Sit back again like you're sitting in that chair. Scoop the arms back. Exhale all the way up. Inhale up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale, hold. As you hold, we're going to take the feet wider now, as wide as your mat. Toes slightly out, and then exhale, sit back. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sit back. Wide chair. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. All the way up. Hold it here. Bring those feet back in. And exhale. Hinge the hips. Hands to the chair or the floor. Forward fold. Give those legs a little shimmy. And stepping back to our plank again. Using the floor or the chair. And if you want, exhale. Come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Little cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, hips up and back to your downward dog. Walk out those legs, nice long spine. Let the head and neck relax. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more breaths here. In and out. Sit bones wide. Look at the hands, walk yourself back in. Left foot forward, right foot back. Turn those right toes out. Bend that left knee towards the front of the mat or the chair. Reach the right arm up. And then all the way back, warrior two. Arms wide. And I'm just gonna turn around. Inhale, come up, straighten that front leg, hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, come up. 3, 2, 1, exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Last one, inhale up. 3, 2, 1, exhale, hold it here. Press those hands flat and then press from side to side using the sides of the waist. If you want, you can do quick little breaths to engage that core. Drawing the core muscles in on each exhale. And then we'll reach forward over that left leg. Bend the left elbow, hand or forearm to the thigh. Right fingertips up. And then all the way over, stretching out that right side. Opening those top ribs, big breath in. Exhale all the way out. And then right fingertips, reach them up to the ceiling. We're going to straighten that front leg. Hand to the thigh if you like, or you can use your chair. And we're going to pulse up, exhale, inhale, down. Exhale up, inhale down. Little tiny pulses. Little bit of a quicker breath. Working the obliques, sides of the waist, stabilizing with the hips. And stay here. Come all the way back up. Inhale, scoop up that air, hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale nice and wide again. And then hands to the heart. If you want one giant step, or you can scooch your feet in towards each other, back to the top of your mat or in front of your chair. Inhale, big scoop, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Just stay here for a moment. Roll the shoulders, shake out the head. Give those legs a little shimmy, walk it out. Take 3 breaths here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, walking it back to one last plank. Again, if you're on the floor, you can exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale back to your downward dog. And put those legs. We're going to walk the feet in just a little bit and bring the feet a little bit closer together. And then we're going to take the right foot behind. So if you're working on balance, just focus on your weight in that left leg and just starting to lift the right leg. If your balance is good today, you can reach it up even more. Really lengthen out through that right heel. And then if your balance is still good, you can bend the right knee and open that right hip a little bit. Maybe you want to do a little hip circle. And then we'll put that right foot back down. Give those legs a little walk out. Start with the weight in the right foot. Take the left foot behind. Maybe this is where our balance is today. Or if you're feeling good, reach it up. Kick it out like you're kicking into that back wall. If you're still good, try bending the knee and opening the hip. Maybe do some hip circles. A little bit harder on the chair. A lot easier on the floor. And then we'll release the left foot down. Walk it out. If you're on the floor, you can come into child's pose. If you want to stay off the floor, just walk your feet in a little bit, bend the knees, rest your chest on your thighs. Take a couple breaths there. If you're on the floor, child's pose, hips back to the heels, forehead to the floor or the hands. And if that breath is sped up or if you've created some heat, holding your child's pose, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, slowing that breath down, slowing that heart rate down. Now we're just going to come in and out of child's pose for a couple of breaths. Nice and slow, so keep slowing that breath down. So if you're using your chair, just come forward a little bit. Inhale, and then exhale, bend the knees and chest to the thighs. If you're on the floor, hands and knees, inhale to a tabletop. And then exhale, hips back to the heels for your child's pose. So inhale to come forward. Nice and slow. And then exhale to sink back. Let's hold the inhale again. So inhale, come forward for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, sit back. Inhale forward, hold for 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to hold the exhale as well. So exhale, sit back, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale forward for 3, 2, 1, and exhale back. For 3, 2, 1. Just one more. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Stay here a moment. Release the breath. If you're on the floor, you can walk the hands in, pull yourself up, and then roll onto your back. If you're using the chair, walking the feet in and rolling yourself up and coming to sit in your chair. So So you can sit in your chair or come down to the floor now. And wherever you are, we'll take the feet wide and windshield wiper those knees, releasing those hips. And whether you're sitting or lying, we'll just bring the knees towards the ceiling, push the feet in a little bit, open the arms. Big breath in and then exhale, right arm on top, give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe bring that chin in towards the chest a little bit. Inhale, open the arms wide. And then exhale the left arm on top, give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe chin to chest. Inhale, open wide. Let the arms relax. And take the right knee and just give it a little circle. So if you're sitting in the chair, you can circle the whole leg. And then circle the other way. And then we'll take the leg out. If you want to take it up to the ceiling, you can, or just straight out, and we'll point and flex the toes. You can get the circle, the ankle, and change direction. If you're on the floor, you can pull behind the thigh. And you want to walk the hands up a little bit and find a stretch in the back of the hamstring and the calf muscle. Or maybe you want to keep pointing and flexing the toes. If you're in the chair, you can rest the heel on the floor and reach the upper body towards the toes. So I'll show the chair version on the second side. And release that right leg. And then we can circle that left knee. In the chair, just lifting the foot, circle that whole leg, and then change direction. Want to lean back in the chair, you can. And then reaching the leg if you're up. If you're lying down, up towards the ceiling. If you're in the chair, just reaching it out and pointing and flexing those toes. Circling the ankle. When you feel ready, changing direction. If you're lying back, you can pull behind the thigh. Stretch out that hamstring and calf. Walk the hand down. If you're in your chair, scooch forward to the front of the chair, heel resting on the floor. Then you can reach towards those toes, maybe even using the opposite thigh for support. And keep pointing and flexing the toes, or just hold that stretch. Maybe flex the toes a little bit. Keep slowing that breath down in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we'll release that left leg. Bend both knees wide again. And we'll take some last windshield wipers. If you're lying on your back and you want to hug the knees into the chest one more time, you can. Maybe do some circles with both knees. A little harder in the chair. If you're in your chair, you can sit back and just hug one knee at a time. And then if you're on the floor, if you're on your mat, you can lie out, legs bent or straight. If you're in your chair, you can just scooch back in your chair. Soften or close the eyes for a moment. If you're still holding a lot of heat or the breath is still fast, slow it down, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. We'll hold the inhale again. So big breath in. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Just let it fall out. Let that heat go. Let that breath release. 2 more times. Big breath in. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Big breath in. And hold. Notice if you're holding the body in anywhere. Let everything soften. Let the breath take up space. Let the chest be wide. And then exhale. Let everything go. Shoulders drop. Muscles in the face soft. Come back to an easy breath. Hips release, legs relaxed. Take a moment just to notice how moving this morning felt in your body and how you feel now after having done some movement and some work with the breath. Notice if the breath is up in the chest again. Can you allow the rib cage and the abdomen to soften so that the breath on the inhale wants to create some space and open up all those tight muscles around the spine. And then now on the exhale, just letting that breath go and letting all of those muscles relax. And if you notice any other areas in the body that are holding tension, the lower back, the base of the spine, the hips, the jaw even, the corners of the eyes. As you exhale, see if you can let them soften. Let them go. And just take a couple breaths here. Allow yourself this space to just be here for a moment. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just for a few breaths. No to-do list. Just you and your breath. Notice the sensations of your body resting on your chair or your mat. What does that feel like? What do your feet feel like? Are they hot? And you let the bottoms of the feet soften. And then when you're ready, give the little toes and the fingers a wiggle. Take a big breath in. If it feels good, you can reach the arms overhead and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. If you're lying back, you can roll over to your side and come up to a seated position. We'll close with the hands over the heart. Gently bow inwards. Take your time to get here. Take another moment to thank yourself once again for the opportunity to move. Remembering that it doesn't matter so much what it looks like, but making it feel really good in your body so that that lasts the whole rest of the day. And may you feel your inner beauty, your grace, and your strength now radiate and reflect in that outer body. And may you carry that into the rest of your week with you. Thank you for joining me today.